In life, we all dream of financial freedom. We want to build wealth, retire early, travel the world, or simply stop worrying about money. Many people watch personal finance videos on YouTube, read books about investing, and get fired up by stories of millionaires who started with nothing. But after the initial excitement fades, most go back to their old spending habits and never see real change in their bank accounts. Why? Because motivation alone cannot build wealth. Motivation gives you a spark, but only discipline, consistent daily financial discipline, creates lasting results. If this doesn't fully click for you yet, let me share a story that might change the way you think about money forever. In a bustling city called Riverton, there lived a young woman named Mia. She was 28, worked a decent job as a marketing assistant, and earned a steady salary. Like many in her generation, Mia dreamed big, owning a cozy apartment downtown, traveling to Europe without checking her balance, and one day, quitting the 9-to-5 to start her own business. Every evening after work, Mia would scroll through financial YouTube channels. She watched videos about index funds, compound interest, side hustles, and FIRE, financial independence, retire early. She'd get pumped up and declare to herself, starting Monday, I'm going to save 30% of my paycheck. I'll track every expense, invest in the stock market, and build real wealth. Just imagining it made her feel powerful and hopeful. She'd even open a budgeting app, create a perfect spreadsheet, and feel like a millionaire already. But by Wednesday, something always came up. A sale at her favorite clothing store, an invitation to brunch with friends, or just sheer exhaustion after a long day. She'd tell herself, I'll start again next month when things calm down. This cycle repeated for years. Paycheck after paycheck vanished into rent, dining out, subscriptions she barely used, and impulse buys. Mia felt frustrated and stuck. She knew she was capable of more, but nothing seemed to change. One weekend, Mia ran into an old college friend, Alex, at a local coffee shop. Alex looked different, calmer, more confident. He dressed simply but well, and there was a quiet assurance about him. Mia remembered that Alex had the same starting salary as her years ago, yet now he owned a small condo outright and was talking about taking a 3-month sabbatical to travel Asia. How do you do it, Alex? Mia asked, genuinely curious. How do you stay so motivated to save and invest every single month? I get excited watching the same videos you probably watch, but I can never stick to it. Alex smiled gently and said, I don't rely on motivation, Mia. Motivation is fleeting. I rely on discipline. Boring, consistent financial discipline. Mia frowned. But isn't motivation what gets people to start investing? All the gurus say you need to get fired up first. Alex shook his head. Come with me tomorrow morning. I want to show you something. The next day, before the city fully woke up, Alex took Mia to a quiet park overlooking the river. An elderly man named Mr. Harlan was sitting on a bench, reading the financial section of the newspaper with a cup of coffee. He was in his late 70s, dressed neatly, and had a peaceful expression. Alex introduced them. Mr. Harlan used to be my neighbor when I was just starting out. He taught me everything I know about money. Mr. Harlan looked at Mia with kind eyes and said, Alex told me you're struggling with consistency. Let me tell you a story. He pointed to the river flowing steadily beside them. I started working as a factory mechanic back in the 1970s. My salary was modest, barely enough for rent, food, and family. But every single payday, no matter what, I set aside 10% and invested it in a simple index fund. Rain or shine, bonus or no bonus, emergency or celebration, that money went in automatically. Some years the market soared and I felt like a genius. Other years it crashed and I lost money on paper. Friends laughed at me during the good times for missing out on new cars or big vacations. During the bad times, they said I was foolish for keeping money in the market. But I never stopped. Why? Because this wasn't about feeling excited. This was my responsibility to my future self and my family. I didn't wait for motivation. I built a system. Mia listened intently. Mr. Harlan continued, "Motivation is like a wave in this river. It rises high for a moment, full of energy, then crashes and disappears. But discipline is the river itself. It flows steadily, day after day, year after year, carving through stone not by force, but by persistence." Then he told her about the oak tree standing tall nearby. Do you know how an oak becomes so strong? Not overnight. When you plant an acorn, nothing seems to happen for years. The growth is invisible, deep underground, building a massive root system. In the first 5 years, an oak might grow only a few feet above ground, but its roots spread wide and deep, anchoring it against storms. Then, suddenly, it shoots up rapidly. People see the height and think it happened fast. They don't see the silent years of root building. Investing is exactly like that. Your early contributions seem small. $200 a month doesn't feel life-changing, but over decades, with compound interest working quietly in the background, it becomes enormous. If you stop watering the tree because you don't see growth, you'll never get the shade. If you stop investing because the market is flat or you done the feel like it, you'll never reach financial freedom. He paused and looked Mia in the eye. I retired at 62 with more money than I ever imagined. Not because I earned a huge salary or got lucky with hot stocks, but because for 40 years, I did the boring thing consistently, even when I didn't feel like it, even when life got hard, even when everyone else was spending. Something shifted inside Mia that morning. She realized she had been chasing the high of motivation, the thrill of a new budget, plan, or a viral finance video, while avoiding the quiet work of daily discipline. From that day forward, Mia changed everything. She started small but unbreakable. Automated 15% of every paycheck into investments before it even hit her checking account. Set up a separate high-yield savings account for emergencies so she never need to touch investments. Tracked expenses not obsessively, but consistently. 10 minutes every Sunday. Said no to many small temptations, not out of deprivation, but out of commitment to her future self. There were hard months, a friend's wedding in another country, a medical bill, the temptation to upgrade her phone, times when the market dropped 20% and her account balance shrank. But Mia kept going. She reminded herself of Mr. Harlan's river and the oak tree. Months turned into years. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things changed. Her emergency fund grew to 6 months of expenses. Her investment account crossed $50,000.